What's up guys, my name is Soulless Baby, and today I want to go over all the stuff that we currently know about next week's big Anthem update. As everyone who plays this game knows, a lot of its content is in a state of disrepair, but underneath it all, it really is a fun game to be able to play with your friends and have fun, and it has been a breath of fresh air for those of us that have felt that Destiny has gotten really stale, and it is a beautiful environment for anybody new to this genre. But enough about the hype. As always, let's just jump into what we're going to see and have some discussion about it. On the developer stream, they outlined a multitude of issues that are going to be fixed, new features implemented starting on March 12th. They also outlined a lot of stuff that won't be fixed in this patch, but will be fixed, quote, soonish, according to Ben Irving, and I will be outlining that stuff a little bit later in the video. For right now, here's what we're going to be getting on the 12th. It is a lot, so I'll be linking over an article that I read on Forbes that did a really good job of listing it all in order for those of you who would rather read it. Also, this is really long, so here we go. Fixing a lot of crashing issues, namely the ones on PS4 that have caused the system to turn off or soft brick. Now, they are stressing that none of them have been hard bricked, as people have claimed it is just soft bricking and can be rebooted. Sometimes you will need to rebuild your database, but regardless, this will still be fixed in this patch. They are fixing the level 1 Defender auto rifle, doing more damage than the endgame guns. They also noted that it was a really easy fix. This was more of a funny thing than it was an irritating to me personally, but still, good catch here. They are adding respawn timers to in-game activities that were currently respawn restricted, and said the timer would vary based on what you were doing. Irving said that it would be 30 seconds in the strongholds, and did mention that certain areas will still stay respawn restricted for developmental reasons that he didn't detail, but that those places will be few and far between. Adding the ability to launch missions from anywhere in the fort instead of just from your javelin. I like that. I really like that. Such a subtle quality of life thing that should have been in the game already. Hopefully it's also available from the Forge, but, you know. The overheat and crash animations have been lessened, so you won't be taking a nap every time you jets go out on you. I love that. Old Colossus was like watching a turtle trying to roll over whenever he tried to get back up. Common and uncommon items will no longer be dropping after you hit level 30. This is the first thing that they're going to be trying to make the loot experience better, and they said they are by no means done with the loot conversation. They just want to try this first and see if it helps, rather than just exploding the current loot economy. From a development side, I can completely agree, and I personally support this current decision if they do indeed follow through with the listening part of this, but they've done a good job of that so far. Fixed a lot of issues that should resolve the dead quick play missions, that's good. Added a random stronghold feature similar to quick play. This was already in the beta, and I don't understand why it got taken out, because it was actually pretty fun. Fixed a lot of instances where the sound would cut out. He said hopefully all of them, but they're not sure if they got 100% of them yet. Server shutdown messages have been fixed and are less annoying. Glitches of people locked behind walls have been eliminated. The issue with your ultimate bar looking like it's full whenever you start a mission has been fixed. Mark of Ruin and Gunslinger Mark are fixed and have been added back. This is good. Unfortunate that it ended up taking so long and couldn't be done on the server side, but hey, I'm not being picky because it was still pretty fast. Ranger grenade cooldowns now work. Wind Wall and Ranger Dome now block damage, but have a shortened overall time. What I meant by that was they block more damage than they used to, but their overall timer, like it used to be 35 seconds, it's now like 30 seconds or something like that. That's not the exact times. Melees and ultimates now do more damage at higher levels. Base damage of all Masterwork weapons have been increased. You will now be able to prime Titans and deal more damage to them overall. I like that. I hated when I couldn't damage Titans with my primer abilities. So that's everything that we absolutely know we're getting. And on top of that, they're doing over 100 other small patches for optimization and performance things. But as far as things that they talked about and are looking into, the highlights are the Ranger needs to be buffed, and they know that. Grandmaster 2 and 3 need a complete rework to make them seem worthwhile. The drop rates, of course, are still going to be a topic of conversation. The health bug is still an issue, but is being looked at. First, Irving said that this was fixed and that it was just a UI bug, but he later got back to us with a tweet and said that it is not just a UI bug, and they're still looking into this. This is a big issue, and higher levels of Grandmaster make it about impossible if you don't have all the health that you actually need. They go on to say that some cosmetic items will be dropping from the Stronghold chests, the feature store needs to be tweaked, there will be a stats page added at some point soon-ish, And on the topic of content, there are going to be a lot more world events, more live events like There Be Giants. That was the first thing that they did with the 4 big name giants, and Outlaw Outrage, which should be happening soon if it's not already, and a content drop sometime at the end of this month or possibly a bit later after that. They have already gone so far as to make a Reddit post detailing all the inscriptions, explaining them, as well as what can drop on what, which I highly suggest that you go check out. And they made a point a couple times to say that they really want community feedback, and it's a big part of how they actually develop their game. And even though all developers say that, it really seems that BioWare have taken that to heart. They respond relatively fast, and these live streams are a huge step in the right direction, and more games really need to start doing it. All in all, I'm really happy with the support that these guys have shown, and I hope it continues, because if they keep going at this rate, I really believe that we will have something special with this game, because the framework has already been put in place. Irving even went on to say that it is not polished and it's not done yet. They're not finished doing what they're doing, and it's as new to them as it is to us. And I really like the honesty from this guy. He's such a real dude. He doesn't sugarcoat anything or pick the questions that he wants to be asked. He's just a good kind of a person to be running a live stream and doing some community management. That's all I have for you guys today. Leave me a comment underneath this video about how you feel about all these changes and future changes. Like this video, it really does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel for future Anthem content. And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have